Okay, so I have covered this weird age gap couple. I have to say, just from their TikToks, there doesn't need to be any exposing. It's an open and shut case where you open the TikTok and it's this young black guy, he's like 30, and then this like 3,000-year-old skeleton fossil woman. And they post videos where they're like thirst trapping, and it's very odd. It's uncomfortable. And you know, I'm not trying to be ageist. I don't have any problem with old people. Old people actually get a bad rap. I think that they are oftentimes a lot nicer than people think. I think that they're lovely. You know, they're sweet. They have stories. Who doesn't love stories? You know, you'll listen to some CS:GO surf gameplay commentary person tell you about the first time they tried sipping lean. How about you listen to an old person and their war stories? Who cares? Anyway, but I have a problem with this old person. Yes, this old person in particular deserves the ageism, because this is not no story from like the 80s where, you know, some cool shit happened, or I don't even know. This is a problem. This is bad. You'll see why.
Are King Kuran and Queen Cheryl. No.
So they're in a
The
relationship.
untrained eye, these two might seem the same.
So yes. Yeah, this is real. This isn't like AI. This is the guy, and they're wearing clothes with each other's faces on it, which this poor, a very unlucky young Chinese kid was sent to work overtime in unsafe conditions, laboriously on handcrafting these garments, and largely exposing himself from fumes and smog from large machinery. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Same age, but...
And then also, all of that, by the way, all of that hard work and suffering went to this, to hurt me. Hurting people to hurt more people. Nice.
If you look real closely, you'll notice that he was 25 and she was 62 when they got married.
Nice.
And even better is that they first met 10 years before that. Yep, now that's something we in the YouTube business like to call grooming. Or I guess that's more of a Minecraft YouTuber thing. I actually covered these guys back when my haircut didn't make me look like a replica of...
She's one of the OGs, you know, when you think about it. You know, grooming is this big modern thing that happens on Discord, and it's because of Minecraft. She's been known that, you know, long before Minecraft. What about a nether portal? Fuck's that? I did this the old-fashioned way, you know, ice cream truck, you know, MySpace, you know, all the old OG shit.
YouTuber thing. I actually covered these guys back when my haircut didn't make me look like a replica of every other commentary YouTuber. And I gotta admit, they seemed ecstatic together. They made silly TikTok dance. They announced that they were going to have a surrogate baby.
His sperm and our surrogate's eggs is how we're getting our baby.
And ever since...
Yeah, I mean, this is just so disturbing. I think this is a thing where just don't post it. You feel me on that?
And our surrogate's eggs is how we're getting
What's with this little laugh?
His sperm and
Look at this laugh.
surrogate's eggs.
Oh shit. What is so fucking funny? I'm not laughing at all. What is so funny?
Is how we're getting our baby.
And ever since, I've been following their beautiful, thriving relationship.
That poor baby, yeah.
Their laugh.
And their love.
Their love. Ow. 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 Now, just to be upfront, I'm not being abrasive about their relationship just because one of them happens to look old enough to have met Jesus, or gave birth to him, who knows? No, I just feel obligated to be, because it just so happens that they're also some of the most awful people on the internet. For example, less than a year ago, they announced that they bought a 22,000 square foot facility to turn into a women and children's shelter located in Edwardsville, Georgia. And it was going to have everything.
Okay.
Hello. We're at the one.
Hello. Why is he wearing her jeans? And why does he have boots on? This fit is so bizarre. And I also don't know why he dyed his beard, eyebrows, and hair. A lot of questionable decisions coming from this guy, right? I don't think he's neurotypical. This is not a neurotypical outfit. This is not neurotypical face or hair, facial styling. And this is not a neurotypical relationship. No, not at all. What do they bond over? What do they bond over? Yeah, I don't know. But I will say that it's cool that they did the shelter, right? Unless it turns out that they scam people for the shelter. That certainly would never happen.
Shelter that we got.
That's in Edwardsville, Georgia. We are in the process of restoring it and bringing it back to life so we can bring something back to the community. This is something we're very passionate about. So
I guess it's kind of a little bit foreshadowing, but it's funny that right from the start, she clearly couldn't care less and is making shit up on the fly of what should be their passionate life project.
We're at the one.
She's like, we're kind of here. I don't really know.
Shelter that we got.
this is something we're very passionate about.
Hello, welcome to our shit ass.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck at all, bro. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all.
This is a 22,000 square foot facility.
Cool.
Will include 40 well-lit rooms.
Well-lit rooms. They will include well-lit rooms. We're not using candles here. I used to do that when I was, you know, younger. That was the thing before electricity. They're well-lit. I love how that's what she... Yeah, of course she would. That's what a selling point is to her, because she's legitimately prehistoric, yeah.
A free daycare, state-of-the-art cafeteria, classrooms for GED.
Hold on, classrooms for GED? Wouldn't that take, like, you would have to hire a shitload of people. I don't think she is not ready to take this on.
Prep, trade school classes, and other business classes. We will also have...
Look at this, bro, this is not state-of-the-art. Honestly, bro, it looks like a jail. Yeah, look at this. There's, like, foliage growing here, some overgrowth. Yeah, this looks like it's literally not meant to do anything other than stand here and rot.
A wing dedication to...
Similarly to her.
Detox. Rehab.
That's mean. That was mean. I'm just saying that because, you know, what she does instead of doing that is hurt my eyeballs, so...
And therapy. Some other amenities at the storehouse will include Bible study, horseback riding, swimming, an exercise room, free clothing, and free hygiene products. As you all can see, we have a lot of work to do.
How the heck are they going to afford what is essentially an entire city of amenities in their 22,000 square foot property?
Yeah, how would they do that?
Currently looks like the average Blockbuster.
All donations are accepted and appreciated. Please go to our website.
You can donate
Donations.
to their website. Well, it doesn't seem to appear in their description, nor in their bio, not on their YouTube, not on their Instagram.
Where's
Maybe
this website? Maybe
it's,
we look it
on
up.
their OnlyFans.
What
or
the
more
fuck?
like-
We're not... No, we're not going past that. How the fuck is that not terms of service? I feel like at a certain point, the skeletal structure can only take so much. And you are harming this person by... Like, I don't know what they do on there, okay? I'm not gonna act like I have seen it. I haven't seen it, and so I don't know. But if it's what most people use it for, which is some sort of pornography, which would involve penetration in some cases, or any sort of, you know, whatever, I would say that you're endangering this already endangered species. And I'm very disturbed. I'm very disturbed. Oh, hell no.
They took it offline after they were exposed for lying and running an entirely fake charity donation scam by the people of Adairsville who posted this. There's been a lot of static and circulation recently of a couple in Rome, GA who had posted a video of a large building in Adairsville that they claimed to have and were turning into a women and children's shelter. They did not purchase this property, they did not lease this property, nor were they ever in contract for this property. Of course, the entire thing has to be a scam. If only we could have seen this lack of sincerity.
I'm gonna be honest, who cares? Does she care? Does he care? I care for, it's like, okay, scamming's bad. What do they have to lose? Everyone, they're known as like a bunch of, you know, overly sensational, clickbaity, like shock content, old, young, relationship, bullshit, clickbait, whatever. It's like, what are they losing now? It's like the Jack Doherty thing. It's like, oh, Jack Doherty is doing something bad. It's like, okay, well, no one fucks with him to begin with, so who cares?
Apparently, the real owner of the property does believe that a women's and children's shelter in Adairsville would be a beneficial and incredible undertaking. I mean, he just doesn't trust Quran and Cheryl. I mean, after this video, you probably won't blame him. The real owner has repeatedly requested that a video of them soliciting money for the property be removed, to no avail. And any and all donations they have and continue to receive are in no way affiliated or going towards this property or actual owner of the property.
Yeah, these people are vile.
And bring it back to life.
Now, obviously, most of this couple's viewers haven't even seen this statement, so Quran and Cheryl were able to quite literally collect donations using
the kid won't have parents for a very long time. That'll damage them. That's why I feel like it's so irresponsible when very old men have children with younger women. Red pillars say it's because they can afford it, but it's irresponsible because you won't have enough time to spend with your child before you literally die. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's better to have children, like, you know, sooner rather than later. Obviously, you know, don't have them like when you're 17 or something, but, you know, don't wait till you're fucking like on your deathbed.
Using the property data of a random person. If you don't want them to do the same with you, then I've got you covered with today's video sponsor, private internet access. I always appreciate you all for supporting my channel, and thank you PL for sponsoring this video. Look, it's one thing to make
Ain't she 60? Yeah, no, she is. She is.
Geriatric couple content, It's another thing entirely to exploit your audience by pretending to be Mother Teresa.
Oh, what the fuck? So we getting money on OnlyFans, we getting money by scamming the public, we getting money from utilizing our very strange relationship for eyeballs on TikTok, and now we're just lying to pretend to be Mother Teresa.
I mean, she's already got the look down.
Is this real? Is this like just
TikTok
real?
Of Quran crying, everyone thought she also had the stature down. Because everyone thought she was dead like Mother Teresa. Turned out he was actually crying because of the drama surrounding their surrogate baby they announced they were getting a few months.
So he just posted a vague video of him crying, and then people obviously took that a certain way. Okay.
Because we all know the best place to vent about something as serious as a surrogate pregnancy is a public TikTok. I mean, that's where I'm having my therapy later. Which, for the people who don't know, surrogacy is a form of pregnancy most common when someone wants a child but can't. In this case, for obvious reasons, where another woman will then grow or carry a child for another person or couple, sometimes by having her egg fertilized.
Can I be honest? Is this if this is fucked up to say, then okay. I think that that's the world trying to tell you something. I seriously think that when you are looking at this person's inability to have a child, in this case, it is a obvious sign from God that it's time to hang up the cape. It's time to just put it all to rest. The dreams of having a child, lose them, okay? It's done. Do something else. The rest of the fucking elders are playing bingo. It's time for that. It's your time to fall for a phone scam by an Indian claiming to work for the IRS. It's your time to fall for Facebook AI America's Got Talent slop. It's your time to watch Fox News every single night and allow for every single host to implant some new idea about the world into your decaying mind, okay? That's fine. It's your time to, put like $500 in one of your grandson's Christmas cards. It is. That's okay. You're just not, it's not time to have a child. And it's not also time to do anything you're doing. Not that there was ever a time to do an OF with this guy. Not that there was ever a time to do it, like how do I say this? Like, I mean, you can't do that. You can't scam the people of Artsville. It's just stop. Go to sleep.
With someone else.
Go to actually rest. Not like that was not a euphemism. I'm literally saying like it's just like go to sleep. Like that's
sperm or by carrying the already fertilized egg of someone else. Now that's some peak TikTok drama. And Karan and Cheryl posted everything surrounding their surrogacy on their TikTok. The announcement where they clarify Quran's sperm will be used to fertilize the egg of the surrogate, since Cheryl is slightly past her expiration date.
His sperm and our surrogate's eggs is how we are getting our babies.
It's a traditional pregnancy. So we're not using Cheryl's eggs at all.
They shared confirmation of the surrogate pregnancy.
We're gonna see if she's pregnant.
Their gender reveal. Happy TikTok dances of the surrogate mother being imprisoned. Because obviously the carrier...
Wait, because our surrogate is incarcerated and our baby has a better chance at life? Chat, what the fuck does that mean?
Your child being imprisoned should be treated the same way as hitting the Fortnite grid. Now, of course, this lack of seriousness when the alleged carrier of their child was being incarcerated rang a few alarm bells in virtually every viewer's head, including mine. This, combined with the time that Quran mentioned she was a drug addict.
I didn't know there was an addiction involved the whole time we were having a baby, but yet, there's just so much shit going on that I'm just... Does she think me and Cheryl doing this for likes and views? Lady, you have never took one day. I just need prayer. I need peace. Because I'm tired of fighting for something I've been wanting for so fucking long.
Or Cheryl posting ultra...
Hot take with surrogacy shouldn't be a thing. Adoption is way better and already gives a living child a chance at life. So surrogacy, I understand why it's controversial. I don't know if it should be illegal, but I think, yeah, adoption is definitely way better. Because it's just like... that kid already exists, and then if you're making it a new kid with a mother who genetically is not going to be raising them, I feel like it's something that is not ideal, right? But at the same time, it's still half of like the father. It's got the father's DNA, and so it's like, would you rather have a kid that's not at all your genetics or a kid who's half your genetics? Well, it's going to be half your genetics anyway, because it's like it's half yours and then half of like your wife or your, the mother. But it's like If it's just some random person who's the mother, then I think that that's just obviously a net negative. And I think in this case, if you're 80 years old, you should just, I mean, like, you should just not have a kid at all. Just don't bring a kid near you. Like, don't even adopt. That's just like, because then what if the adopted kid grows attached to you and it's just like, oh, yeah, she's gone now. Also, this person is in no position to raise a child. Like, look at, like, go to a, also, like, think about it like this, okay? I think surrogacy, like the vetting process, it's like, look at this father. Look at him. He's like a crazy, poor decision maker. The mother, who's going to be co-parenting the kid, is 90 billion years old. How are they going to have a healthy environment for this kid that they're going to make? They're not. It's like, don't do it. Legitimately don't. I love old people. They're so nice. Yeah, but this person is not. This person's crazy. You're too old to be starting a family. It's just pictures of the baby. It's like, what's the own here? Did this photograph like reduce 5 years from your, like, did it just take off like 5 decades? No, it didn't. You're still old.
Of this tiny little embryo on May 21st, and then 2.5 weeks later, having it turned into this big ass chunky baby made people even more skeptical. Plus, in the surrogate related videos, which coincidentally happened to garner more views than their average TikToks, they kept announcing their tour.
Y'all will be seeing our surrogate soon. And another update we're having, our first tour date is going to be in
Why are you, you're touring? What are you touring for? What are you going to perform? A live thirst trap? I don't understand this. Is she doing the WAP challenge on stage for likes? Ain't nothing WAPy about that WAP. That's a fucking DOP. It's a DAP.
July 13th.
Yes.
And we will be there.
Where
The D stands for dry, not dead.
you could enjoy things like a picture, or a hot dog, or everyone who donates $20.
Wait a second. So their tour is to have hot dogs?
Enjoy things like a picture.
Hold on.
July 13th.
Yes.
July
You can
13th.
enjoy
Is it this year? I gotta go.
things like
Memorial meet and greet with King Karan and Queen Cheryl. It's at the mall. You can enjoy pictures, autographs, face painting, slushies, freeze-dried candied, fried fish. Okay. Free rent/mortgage raffle. What?
like a picture.
Oh, it was May 25th. I missed it.
Or a hot dog, or everyone who donates $20 to Operation House the Homeless will receive a complimentary 7-night resort for up to 6 people. A guaranteed free vacation for $20? Wow! Oh, wait, there's another one of their charity donation scams. Now, obviously, I would never be as heartless as to accuse someone of milking a made-up emotional story like the desperate desire to have a child with your 62-year-old geriatric wife, spiraling into a dramatic, heart-wrenching surrogacy saga and milking every second of it for millions of views.
And then his shirt says fucking daddy on it. Like, no. Like, take the shirt off and give it back to Goodwill. Like, that belongs on the rack forever.
Surrogacy saga and milking
Look at
every
this.
second of it.
And then it's like, dude, why? I'm so...
For millions of views. But I don't have to, because their surrogacy carrier already has, who also happens to be a TikToker. Which...
Oh, that's surely how they met, because I don't think any actual, like, clinic that would do this sort of stuff would approve it.
Of course she is.
Of course she
they
is. Of
tried
course
to
she
get a
is.
surrogacy carrier via TikTok. Because why would you go through doctors and therapists and a surrogate agency when you could actually make the whole thing up and use a random stranger on the app as scapegoat?
A lot of people want to believe him over me because
Is that literally his baby? Holy shit.
I'm a crackhead. She's a crackhead.
I didn't know there was an addiction involved.
They knew I was an active addiction.
Can I be honest? Why would she ever allow for her DNA to be half of, like, why would she want a life to be half of that guy's DNA? You should totally be allowed to do some eugenics shit here. You should totally be allowed to be like, that guy's DNA, it like belongs to him, and him as a person is somebody who I think is like mentally insane, who makes terrible decisions, who is a like very strange TikToker, and you need to make sure that this does not happen, okay? And don't get the wrong idea, okay? Eugenics is bad, but being very selective with who you allow to have a kid with is totally fine, totally normal, should be encouraged. Not much critical thinking coming from this person for, you know, they should have done more background research. But then again, she is also a TikToker herself, so maybe she doesn't care, yeah.
The day that they came over to discuss it, I was with my baby daddy, and my baby daddy...
My baby daddy, of course. My baby daddy, bruh. My baby daddy, bruh. I want my baby daddy. Can I ask why you never went through with the surrogacy? Like, oh, wait, so never mind, she didn't do it. Okay, so I take it back. That was actually her baby with her baby daddy, not the King Karan guy, so that's good.
told me that I had to tell them. They still chose to go through with this whole process. He knows that he's not the dad, but he obviously wants to monetize off every single thing.
Yeah, so apparently the entire surrogacy situation was made up.
Can you imagine, like, actually imagine this woman,
Yeah, so apparently,
and then that skeleton,
the entire
3,
surrogacy
2, 1,
situa-
her and her have TikTok beef, okay? A relic who attended the Last Supper is beefing with some random, like, white person who is talking, like, my baby daddy or whatever on TikTok. They got beef, okay? This is the timeline that we're in, and you should be grateful.
Situation was made up. They didn't go through legal documents. No contracts were
Gender
ever signed.
reveal? There was no reveal. There was no kid.
Because this never was a surrogacy.
I did reach out to my attorney. I just want him to stop. I just want him to stop making content.
Look at him. Yes, I want him to stop too. Look at this guy. He's a menace to society. Forget the fact that you got personal beef with him. Look at the fucking content. Yes, stop. You're 30. You're 30.
About me and my daughter. I just
These moves are chopped, by the way. I think she gentrified him. Like, he's literally so, like, this brother wanted a snow bunny so bad that look at how he's dancing now. This brother got too snow bunnied. Look at him.
Was made up. They didn't go through legal documents. No contracts were ever signed. Because this never was a surrogacy.
I did reach out
Hold
to
on,
my attorney.
people
I just want him to
dancing,
stop.
all right?
I just want him to stop.
His moves are he's copying the moves of his wife who only has 2 working joints and therefore can only do this.
Making content about me and my daughter. I just want he's not the dad. I'm not gonna allow you to monetize off her DNA. I'm not gonna allow this to
Monetize
be a
off her
public, huge millions of
DNA.
views.
Yeah, you can't monetize off her DNA, even though I can. I can because it's my kid. And forget the fact that it's a kid and we're using children for TikTok likes. The fact that you're doing it is bad. I agree. I do think it's different, the fact that it's her own mother, but you know, it's probably not good either way. Snow bunnies never, black queens forever. Let's fucking go.
Thing.
This was just a pregnant lady struggling with addiction and rather had her upcoming baby, who wasn't conceived with Quran sperm, even though that's what he said,
His sperm and I surrogate's eggs.
be adopted by another couple to provide it with a better life, and then offered her baby to Quran and Cheryl like an Amazon delivery package. But as she successfully beat her addiction
I'm 187 days sober today.
and was constantly being harassed by the lies of Quran and Cheryl, faking this surrogacy situation and milking it for views,
I would have a little bit more sympathy if you didn't dog me and bash me the way that you did.
she logically decided to keep the baby.
When I got sober,
Imagine, like, she gets so upset about this, she says something like, if I see you, it's on site. And it's just, like, to this literal elder. If I see you, it's on site. If I see you, I'm tripping you. That's it. And then, bro, you get tripped, it's done.
the way that you did.
She logically
If I see you, you're getting smoked. What? What? I don't want to get smoked. What's going on? King Karan, what's happening?
decided to keep the baby.
When I got sober,
I'm glad the mom is sober now. Yeah, obviously. I don't think it would be good to have a child raised by a person who's addicted to drugs. I think that would be bad in general. Yes, that's not good.
when I came home and I got sober and I really realized what the hell was happening, I was absolutely mortified.
Because if they're already milking this child for views even before it was born, then imagine how far they might have gone
Is he wearing contacts? He looks hella Egyptian in this.
milking this child for views even before it was.
That's a fucked up sentence, by the way. Can we let's listen to that? Milking a child for views? Like, that is the problem with the world. Like, that can be said and people know what is being talked about when that is said. Like, oh, milking for views with views? What is, like, yes, people are using their kids to get people to watch them using their kids on a Chinese-owned spyware app. I'm glad the founding fathers gave us rights so that we could use them to do this. It's great. It's good. I like the fact that Mount Rushmore has a row of 4 of the greatest men in history that conceived the continent that would now take place in a timeline where this happens.
Was born, then imagine how far they might have gone after they received the child.
They are content creators. They are influencers. They don't work outside of TikTok.
Okay, but aren't you also
I
there?
understand that they need content and they need views, but I don't understand how we're doing this.
Maybe I'm going too hard on her. I should ease up. She's probably fine.
Why we're doing this about a child.
I'm really starting to hate these two people.
The amount of hate that I got on is honestly so mind-blowing. A lot of the comments that I got on that video were people literally wanted me to relapse.
But who am I to criticize true love? Who am I to step on their happiness. At least it's really cool to see that they're still together. Emotional farewell? Oh no!
They broke up.
This ain't easy. Not for me, not for her. It's a tough decision I had to make.
Tough decision? No. Are you guys
Did he like look at her bank statement and realize that the afterlife would not bring him that much money?
breaking up?
This ain't goodbye forever. It's I'll see you soon.
Will you?
Sure, I love you to death.
To what? Oh, he got arrested. Oh, he
Wait,
got arrested.
Is she dying? Actually, that wouldn't be that shocking. I'm kidding. Jeez. Elon Musk has one crash out and comedy is illegal again.
Legalize comedy. Yeah.
Bro, that's what I dreamed about last night. You ever realize, like, does someone ever say a word that triggers something that you forgot happened? Dude, I had a dream that I worked for Elon Musk last night, and it was the weirdest thing. I was like his secretary of memeing because he's so unfunny on Twitter. He had to hire someone to like teach him how to be funny or like to meme and shit. And I was like being taken to these secret White House meetings, and I was just talking to people about like, you know, he's just like a boomer and he doesn't really get it, and like his, you know, what I was just being paid like a shitload of money. I was a secretary of memeing, and yeah, that was what happened. I think that was it. Yeah.
Imprisoned for 7 years. Apparently he was charged with 3 counts of felony, aggravated assault, 8 counts of insurance fraud, 2 counts of false statements and writings, 1st-degree criminal damage to property, 2 second-degree criminal damage to property, 3 misdemeanor counts of reckless conduct, and 2 counts of false reports of a crime. Why is it always the influencers, man? See, it kind of detracts from your responsible messaging of having to make a tough decision.
This ain't easy. Not for me, not for her. It's a tough decision I had to make.
When in actuality, you just committed a collective of 21 crimes.
Nice.
He made a mockery of me. He judged me. He degraded me. He belittled me on this app. Made fun of me for being a crackhead. Made fun of me for going in and out of jail, dealing with things, having all these things. He made fun of me. And the whole time, he was scamming people.
Yeah.
Scamming people out of their money, okay?
Yeah, probably not a good person to have around kids. Yeah.
And causing injury, causing serious injury.
But you're still gonna thrive in stride. So, hey.
7 years, get fucked. You're not, she's dead, by the way. Congrats, bro. You may as well have gotten a life sentence because you're not seeing her.
You wait for me when I get home.
Yes, I will.
Wait for you. How long you got? I'm not gonna laugh at that. This is a tragic situation, and I have to feel
No, fuck him. Fuck him and his wife.
bad for them. Or at least I should, if they hadn't both scammed their audience with
Yeah, who
fake
cares?
charity
I don't give a
and
fuck.
fake surrogacy while harassing a pregnant recovering addict for millions of views.
Yeah, I don't
At
care.
this point,
I
I'm
literally
starting
don't
to think
care.
that they might be mutual gold diggers who set up a fake relationship in the first place just to capitalize off of rage bait, shock value TikTok views. And then
That
again,
sounds right.
they do really seem in love when they do Fortnite dance. Well, I think it's about time for my therapy session. The content I've gotta sit
Well, good sketch at the end of it. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy that they're scammers, that they do OF, and that they were gonna have a kid, and the beef with the mom. That was all wild. Wholly unemployed. I was invested in that, actually. All right, good video. Check that out for yourselves at the link down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you made it to the end. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.